What is up, Lynx fans? Wendell Epps, radio play-by-play voice of the Minnesota Lynx, here with our brand new associate head coach, Eric Thibault. Eric, first and foremost, welcome here to Minnesota.
Thanks. Pleasure to be here.
Well, just walk me through, the decision to come here with the Lynx. You're coming from the Washington Mystics, head coach there the last couple seasons. The opportunity came with the Lynx. What about the job just attracted you to it?
Yeah, I was suddenly a free agent and got a call from Cheryl and talked about a position that we thought would make sense on staff. And honestly, it was a really easy decision. This is a team and organization that I've had a ton of respect for over the years. We've had our battles, and obviously the way they played last year, I thought just was a great brand of basketball, really aligned with how I like to coach and play the game. And, I was all in and, whatever I can do to help this group.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you're coming to a great organization that's coming off, a fantastic season, right? 30-10 regular season, most wins ever in the regular season in franchise history. Made it all the way to the WNBA finals, just one game away from winning a championship. I mean, how much is that exciting for you to be joining an organization that, is already kind of at the top right now and is looking to, get back to the finals here next year and hopefully win it all?
It's hugely exciting. I mean, the group of players that they had, I think, beyond skill and the X's and O's and all that, just the way they played for each other, the chemistry that the team had, it's rare. It's rare, and you have to appreciate it while you have it. And even moreover, the type of staff that I'm joining, I think the basketball reasons are great, but the people that I'm coming to work with are what really makes it, special and exciting. And like you said, you have a team that was right there, and I want to do my part to help us get over the top.
You mentioned the people in this organization, which is something that, the Lynx have been notorious for, just having a strong, positive culture. And obviously that starts with their head coach, Cheryl Reeve. I mean, how awesome is it now to be working with her? I know you guys have a history together, but just to be able now to officially work with one another here in the WNBA, I mean, what does that mean to you?
It's, I can't say enough about Cheryl. Obviously, her track record speaks for itself. The players they had a great group of players that established this culture along with Cheryl and her staff, but Cheryl's been the through line now for, 15 years. So the chance to learn from her, the chance to see how she manages the team and leads the team through a season, the way she inspires the people around her, it's something I'm just going to try to soak up.
You're not the only new addition to the coaching staff, Lindsay Whalen.
Oh,
Yeah. Some might know who Lindsay Whalen is around here, but she's joining the coach staff as well as an assistant coach. I know the Whalen family, the Thibault family, you guys actually have a pretty strong connection. Can you just kind of elaborate to the fans on, that connection and the good relationship there with you guys?
Yeah, we go back 20 years now. My dad drafted her to the Connecticut Sun, and my sister ended up working for her at the U here, and now we have a chance to get to work together. We've known each other a long time. I think both of us would probably say independently, I think we both would have accepted these jobs, but the fact that it's a chance to do it together just it's kind of a nice bonus on top.
Yeah, that's the beauty of sports, these storylines and, these relationships. It always makes for some awesome, just great work and great chemistry here. So definitely excited to have both the Whalens and the Thibauts here associated with the Lynx. I want to talk about your dad here, Eric, because, Mike, obviously, he was actually born in St. Paul. There's a connection to Minnesota, and you got to work under him, for a lot of years there in D.C. You guys won a championship in 2019. I got to know that special. I mean, my dad coached me in AAU basketball growing up. Quite not the same thing of working together in WNBA, but still I know what it's like to have, a father that's a strong mentor to you. So can you just, elaborate on what he's meant to you? Maybe, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned, whether on or off the court?
Yeah, I'm sure, a lot of lessons, and we could talk forever about it, but I think the biggest thing was, from a young age, being around him and around his teams, it always seemed fun and a place you wanted to be. And so as much as it's, whatever I learned X's and O's wise and strategy wise, it was more about the environment that he created around his teams. And I think it's very similar to what this Lynx group has done. It's something that's, above all else, what's important to me the most. I want to go somewhere where people are treated well, that you have a chance to collaborate and put your heads together and create something special. So that's what stuck with me the most.
How about off the court, Eric? What do you like to do? Got any hobbies, interests, anything maybe specifically you're looking forward to doing here in Minnesota now that you're here?
Getting outside downtown. Every time we come here as a road team, you're downtown, you see the hotel, the gym, maybe go for a walk, and I'll get to see a little bit more of the city, or the cities, I should say. I've got an almost 2-year-old. My wife and I have an almost 2-year-old, so he's going to get to be a Lynx fan. He's already fired up. He doesn't really know why he's fired up, but he's fired up. So yeah, just getting to do that. You know how it is when we're in season, we're full go, and so it's those, those rare moments on off days and stuff to get to see some of the city. And I'm pretty familiar with the city with all the family we have in the area, but it's going to be different to feel like a real Minnesotan.
Now, you've been a visitor to Lynx games in the past, obviously coming with the Mystics, but now you're part of this Lynx organization. You kind of got a little sense of it at the introductory press conference of getting to interact and meet some of the fans. But what sticks out so far? Or what have you seen maybe from the outside now looking in, of what this Lynx fan base is? Because it's a pretty strong group that we have here that really supports these.
I was actually talking to Cheryl and Lindsay a little bit last night about it. I was kind of asking about the fans. It's always felt like there's a real fan culture and connection with the team here. Obviously, when you win 4 championships and you go on those journeys together, that becomes something that you build over time. But you can you sense it from pregame, the traditions that they have. There's a real sense for the moment within games that you only feel from fan bases that have kind of grown with the team and learned the game. They can sense the momentum of a game. You obviously saw it during the playoffs this year. It'll be really fun to be on that side of things as opposed to being the visiting team, trying to hold a lead or trying to come back and feeling the Lynx fans on top of the game.
Yeah, Lynx fans obviously so awesome, and it's been great to see the growth of the WNBA. We're coming off arguably probably the most storied season here in its league's inception, and the expansion now is coming as well. We got the Golden State Valkyries coming in 2025. Just how exciting is it for you to be part of this growth, this trend that we're seeing right now in the WNBA?
It's great, not just myself, but people, all the people that have been around this league for a long time. It's what everybody has, put their heart and soul into. Hoping to see this league have a moment like it's having now, and expansion's great. The increased attention's great. Means more opportunities for players, more opportunities for coaches, more exposure to this league. Because I take a lot of pride in this league and how it's grown and the quality of play. And so this is what all of us hoped and dreamed of, and now we're going to get to see it.
Last question before we head to our final segment here, Eric. Lynx fans are definitely excited to have you. You're coming in with a lot of great experience, but what can you say to them of what they can expect from you? What do you feel like you're going to be able to bring and help out with this Lynx franchise?
Yeah, hopefully they just receive results from the play on the court. I'm going to play my small part in that. The biggest thing I can do is help our players develop and continue to get better. And if they see that, then maybe I will have had some role in that. I'm not the flashiest. They're not going to see too much big public stuff from me. So I'll be happy to do my work behind the scenes and just do whatever it takes to improve this team.
Awesome. Team player. We love it.
Yep.
All right, Eric. Well, anytime I do an interview with someone, this is even at shoot around, I love doing my little rapid fire off questions. So you good with rapid fire?
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Flying seems cool. How about flying?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's one food you can't live without?
Tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips. That's a good one.
It's a bad one, actually. Yeah.
It's great. Probably not nutritious, but they're delicious. What's your favorite sports movie of all time?
Major League.
Major League. If you could describe the Minnesota Lynx using just one word based on what you've seen so far, what word would that be?
Resilient.
Resilient. Love it. If you had to compete in a talent show, you had to get up on stage and do a talent in front of a whole crowd, what talent are you going to do?
I can juggle a little bit. I'm not a great juggler, but enough to get by.
Do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. What was your favorite subject in school growing up?
Recess. Gym. History. I'll say history.
History to make it sound like you were in the...
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. And last question for you, Eric. Just what's one fun fact a lot of people don't know about you?
I'm a massive soccer fan. A big Liverpool fan.
Okay, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you follow MLS at all?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously have my DC United loyalty and my Washington Spirit loyalty, but it's time for a new era,
Definitely a lot of growth there in MLS and WSL. Awesome. Well, Eric, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. A pleasure to have you. Can't wait to see all the great things you do with the Lynx. And again, welcome to the Minnesota Lynx family.
Great to be here in Minnesota.
Awesome. There you have it. That was today's sit down with Associate Head Coach Eric Thibault.